everyone, this is DC Howard, founder and principal coach of Wayineers, where it is our goal that you reach your destination of success by letting us calculate your route. And we are back yet again for Tactic Thursday. Tactic Thursday is a time where we're able to discuss an issue or matter that you may be dealing with personally, professionally, or relationally, and how to overcome that matter. And we are in week 2 or part 2 of our Simplify My Life series, where we're able to discuss finding out whether or not someone or something is a priority in our lives. And by having very clear priorities, that helps us be able to simplify our lives. On last week, we talked about making sure that we have in between 3 to 5 priorities when it comes to our lives. And then we talked about the element of time. That time can be a great indicator on whether or not someone or something is a priority in your life. And so being able to see whether or not in spending that time with someone or something, is it a deposit in your life, or rather is it a distraction in your life? And so today we're going to talk about a second indicator of whether or not someone or something is a priority in your life. And that's going to be on effort, E-F-F-O-R-T. And so when it comes down to effort, is that you'll find that either in your lifetime, when it comes to personal, professional, or relational components, that you're either building sandcastles based on your efforts or you're building forts based on your efforts. And so being able to think about that example, let's break those down. Well, when it comes to a sandcastle is usually something that you find at whether it be a kid's playground or whether you be at the beach. And it's based off of what's already there, which is the sand, and being able to just mold it briefly in whatever time frame, going back to last week, the time component, and being able to have some type of structure just based off of what you could muster together in that small amount of capacity. And then depending upon the elements that are outside, whether it's raining, whether it's a bigger kid, whether it's the waves, whatever the case may be, the reality is something that has stronger effort may end up taking it all the way out. And so therefore, that's the end of that scenario with that sandcastle. But when it comes to a fort is very, very purposeful and intentional. And the fact that usually a fort is made out of very, very strong materials, whether that's wood, whether that's metal, whether that's other particular capacities. And it's built very, very intentionally when it comes down to the structure and how it's set up, how it's navigated, what can go in, what can go out, things of that sort. And I give that example when it comes to the effort that you're utilizing in your life, is the fact that if you find that you're putting sandcastle effort towards someone or something, the reality probably is they're not a great priority in your life. In the fact that if you're just able to fit them in based upon the time frame that you have, going back to last week, or if you don't really go about giving a lot of engagement with that thing or with that person, excuse me, personally, professionally, relationally, that probably means that that person or that entity is not a priority in your life. But on the flip side, if you're very, very intentional on how you build and how you utilize your time, how you utilize your effort and time mentally, physically, emotionally, all of these particular components, you're very deliberate about how this person or how this entity enters your life and exits your life on a consistent basis. The reality is that person or that entity probably is a very, very big priority. And so, like, for instance, a very easy way of looking at that is friendships. On the fact that if you really are very deliberate about taking the effort of calling, texting, messaging, etc., a particular person versus, well, it fits within my schedule, it fits within what I feel like at the moment, and being kind of reversing the components, that lets you know if it just only works when you can fit it in, that's sandcastle effort. But if you're very deliberate about how you want to engage that person, how you want to interact with that person, what do the interactions look like? That's a fort type of effort. And so therefore you're able to see in the fort example, that person or that entity is a priority. In the sandcastle example, not so much. So I hope this has been helpful to you when it comes to being able to navigate and figuring out your priorities, of being able to figure out what type of effort are you giving a person or an entity. Are you giving a sandcastle effort, or are you giving a fort-like effort? Of course, feel free to contact us to book a session with Wayineers. You can do that by going to our website, www.wayineers, that's WAYIN, 2ESRS.com, or you can reach out to us via Facebook and Instagram at Wayineers. Hopefully this has been helpful to simplify your life. And of course, we here at Wayineers want to make sure that you reach your goal and destination of success by calculating your root. Have a wonderful day.